and welcome to our third installment of Catamount Spotlight. I'm Emma.
And I'm Julio. Today we are going to show off some of the experiences of the 8th graders at the Catamount Pounce. We will look at the College and Career Fair Future Fest, grab an interview with Officer Bark Chandler, and share our state results for our swim team and dive team.
Our first story is about the Catamount Pounce. This is a new take on a yearly event in which the 8th graders from Dalton Middle School come and visit the high school. They look at pathways that are offered here. Salvador, Edwin, Julio, and Austin gave us an inside view on what the day looked like.
During the Pounce event, we captured the reactions and experiences of the upcoming freshmen to the pathways and curriculum we have to offer here at DHS.
The Catamount Pounce is a great opportunity for our 8th graders to get a small glimpse of the opportunities at Dalton High School.
Now we're going to take a look at our opportunities that us high school students have called Future Fest. The event gave us a look at what careers we have in our community that we could one day be a part of. Ruby spoke to Dr. Tripp about Future Fest and how the opportunities could help us make a choice in our education after high school.
Future Fest was really an idea that Dr. Scott, our new superintendent, brought with him from a previous district that he had been in. It was something that some of his schools had done and had really been beneficial for kids, and so we wanted to try it here for Dalton and Morris Innovative and Dalton Middle School students. Tried to get a large variety of businesses. We had everything from public service, law enforcement, fire department. We also included colleges as far as Georgia Northwestern and Dalton State and the programs they offered. We tried to include several businesses that were reflective of our local community as far as manufacturing and other areas as well. It took a lot of planning. Thankfully, we had a lot of a good team working on this, a lot of good people, and we were able to kind of pull it all together as far as getting buses there and teachers chaperoning and then making everything come together the way it needed to. I think Future Fest was a big success. I've heard a lot of good positive comments from students and teachers as well. It was the first time we tried it, so there are a few little bugs that we know we need to work out in the future, and we want to try to expand and diversify a little bit, but really very pleased with the way the day went off that day. We'll try to do this every year, make it an annual event, and then, as I said, continue to grow and evolve and include some more businesses that represent our community and some opportunities for students.
It showed a lot more opportunities for jobs just around here, because I feel like whenever you think about jobs here, you think about, carpet or medical things, but it showed a lot more opportunities that you could get.
My favorite part was when we got to see how the carpet was made and how it started off and the finished product.
It was really nice just to be able to walk around and see everyone and just listen to people talk about the career they have and what they do for a living.
It was a good experience. I got to see so many jobs and opportunities for my future.
Every student at the high school had an opportunity to attend Future Fest. Over the day provided students with greater knowledge about their desired area of work, whether their area interest be in carpet industry, healthcare, public safety, engineering, or finance.
Officer Bart Chandler was recently named Dalton Police Officer of the Year by the Dalton Police Department. We caught up with Officer Chandler, our school resource officer, to talk to him about what it's like to be our SRO.
The job of an SRO is a little bit different than regular patrol. I really enjoy it. I get to work with you guys on a daily basis, the staff and the students at the schools. It helps you guys kind of understand life in general. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff that you're going to face, so a good proper SRO program is built on kind of they call it a triad. And for number one, I'm a law enforcement officer and I'm going to deal with criminal violations or anything that needs to be handled. But I'm also an informal counselor, and I work as an educator as well, because there's a lot of stuff, like I mentioned, in life that you guys are going to experience that I've had experience with either through my professional dealings or my personal life. So I really enjoy it. It's awesome. Being able to divide and conquer on a campus this size is great. For several years I've worked this campus by myself, and it's a lot. There's any given day I can't focus the time that I really want to focus with a student or with a particular situation that's going on, because I need to hurry up and get to the next situation. Now having the ability and having another officer here on campus, it does give me that freedom to spend a little more time, and he as well, spend a little more time with the cases he's actually working on. Really hasn't changed my outlook a lot. Every day I'm walking through here, you guys can see me, you know, if you kind of notice and pay attention, while I'm standing around at entrances, while I'm in the cafeterias, I'm not necessarily looking at you guys. I'm watching hands, I'm watching bodies, I'm watching sides. I'm looking to see the general what is going on. Not necessarily you're having this conversation, you're having that conversation, but watching the student body as a whole and watching the staff body as a whole. Same thing in the parking lot, dismissals and stuff. I constantly run scenarios through my head on a daily basis. We train for different scenarios, all types of different scenarios. Actually, prior to our incident last year, over Christmas break, while you guys were enjoying Christmas break, I had all of our patrol officers in the school. We were training on similar incidents to what we experienced. Now, again, not every incident is the same, but we train for any contingency that we can possibly think of. Train for the worst, hope for the best. It's awesome. It's an honor. The department, the way we do our Officer of the Year voting is anyone who has an Officer of the Month, you know, during the year, they all go into a pool, and our fellow officers, my peers, then vote at the end of the year for, you know, the Officer of the Year program, or whoever the Officer of the Year was. So knowing that the rest of my peers, you know, voted me as Officer of the Year is pretty cool. It's an honor.
Our next story takes us to the pool. The swimmers and divers worked very hard all season for the state competition in February. Megan and Emma gave us the results of the meeting.
Overall, the DHS swim team had a great season. The Catamount sent 16 competitors to Georgia Tech's McAuley Aquatic Center for competition on February 7th through February 9th. In the diving competition, 3 competed: Jake Barnes, Philip Lee, and Charlie McClurg. The Dalton girls team sent 7 competitors to the state competition. And a huge congrats to Jonathan, Jack, Roman, and Henry for having the first place finish in the 200 free relay and setting a state record and an All-American time. In the 200 medley relay, Oscar Chenard, Henry Bethel, Emilio Valdez, and Anthony Calderon placed second. Another second place finish was in the 400 free relay: Jonathan, Roman, Emilio, and Anthony.
Congratulations to all the swimmers and divers that competed.
Our last story includes giving advice on how you can get yourself a date to the dance. The annual Sweetheart Dance just took place, and now thoughts of prom are in the air. Elgar, Christian, Andy, and David gave us some insight on how to get the perfect date for a school dance.
Hi, my name is Christian Cordova, and I'm here with Jawan Jenkins. Now, Jawan, how do you think is the proper way to ask a girl to sweetheart?
All right, first of all, guys, this is what you gotta do, man. You gotta get some candy. Girls love candy. gotta get you some posters. And if you play a sport, man, you gotta wear either some varsity gear.
Facts.
If you're a wrestler, man, you gotta show them ears. You know, a good wrestler got some good ears. Man, you gotta show us some moves. But hey, girl, listen, you, me, sweetheart, this is gonna happen. Just what time we pick you up? And that's it. That's how you do it. Man.
That is. Now you heard it. This is Juwan Jenkins.
My name's Elgar. I'm here with Julio. And Julio, what is a proper way to ask a girl, sweetheart?
Alright, you can't just wear anything. You gotta look fancy. If you go like looking like a bum, she's obviously gonna say no, like if you are a bum. So dress nice, pack some chocolates, look professional, and act confident. If you don't have that confident tone, you ain't gonna get a yes. That's it.
Hi, my name is Danny Hernandez, and I'm here with Fernando interviewing about Sweetheart. So what are your plans before Sweetheart?
My plans before Sweetheart would to pick her up and then maybe take her out to eat and take her to Chattanooga and to take some pictures.
Second question is, what is a creative way to ask a girl out for Sweetheart?
I'd ask her out. I'd keep it simple. Just buy her some flowers and ask her if she'd like to go.
Prom will be here before we know it. The date is set for May 4th.
Thank you for watching the Catamount Spotlight.
We hope you enjoyed it. Have
Have
a beautiful,
glorious Catamount Day.